Hey, Leo, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your February 2023 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Leo, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, let's dive into your reading here, Leo. The key themes showing up for you are strength, which is your energy, adventure, and wanderlust. Very powerful dynamic here. Now, adventure was the first card out, followed by strength and then wanderlust. So I feel like there is a stirring going on below the surface. This is about exciting times ahead, new opportunities. You can feel this deep down. I feel for you, Leo. This is about you being on the spiritual quest. Some of you may even be traveling the world or going on some sort of new adventure, new excursion. You're getting excited. You're getting ready. I feel like you're in the preparation stages here of planning something huge, especially because you do have the Emperor smack dab in the middle of your reading. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, they're giving me a name right away. Dylan. Dylan, if that is your name, someone that you know, or someone possibly coming into your energy that can help you take this great adventure here. But what I feel for you intuitively, especially with strength showing up and the Emperor in the middle of your reading, there is a very large opportunity coming in where you may question, am I good enough? Do I have what it takes to say yes to this new opportunity? Can I evolve? Can I do what they expect of me? So don't let fears and insecurities get the best of you is what I'm hearing here, especially with the strength card, because this is about you, Leo, being stronger than you think. This is about perseverance, power, overcoming those obstacles, overcoming those insecurities or those fears that tell you that maybe you're not good enough. This is you really being in your element when you say yes to this new opportunity. You're going to surprise yourself for a lot of you. There could be something within your own health. You have fitness down here as well. So some sort of goal that you have within your body. I feel like you're pushing through. You're just doing something. You're taking it to the next level. You have the motivation in order to do this. You have the willpower, the strength. If maybe this is a resolution or a goal that you have regarding your physical health or even your mental health, you have what it takes to achieve great things. Now we also have wanderlust. This is that gypsy soul stirring up within you. I'm getting Sagittarian energy here as well. Some of you may have Sagittarian placements, or you may be dealing with a Sagittarius, or there could have been something around that December energy that really was the catalyst for change, okay? Because this is about travel, expeditions, tourism, new lands, discovering new things about yourself and others through maybe a vacation, backpacking, or following your true north, Leo. And you can see that there's a map right there, and you're excited to take on this new adventure. Yes, for a lot of you, it could be that you're planning a trip in the near future, or you're taking one in the month of February. But I feel on an even more personal level, a lot of you, it's about you trusting that inner compass to open yourself up to the new opportunities that are before you here. Now let's dive into the tarot. You have Three of Pentacles here. Teamwork makes the dream work. Partnering up with the right people that can maybe give you the best bang for your buck, so to speak. So if you're maybe buying plane tickets, you partnering up or collaborating with maybe a certain airline or using miles can really help you take a step forward and feel happy and excited about your journey. If you're working with maybe a real estate agent, a financial advisor, or a therapist, a coach, a mentor, an intuitive, or a healer. This is about you partnering up with the right people that want to invest in you because they believe in you as well. That's why you have the Emperor here. So it may seem like a little bit of a shock to the system because sometimes you've been let down in the past. Sometimes you felt like people haven't believed in you, but there's someone or a group or a partnership or some sort of collaboration that is coming in for you in the month of February. It could be love as well, a partnership, a romantic partnership as well. or a family member or a friend who really believes in your skills, in your gifts, in your talents, Leo, and they want you to be part of their team. Okay, so it may surprise you again because you may be used to doing everything on your own, but this may affect your family. 10 of Cups. I love to see the 10 of Cups in any reading. But it could be a family dynamic where your family is coming together, or it could be healing or mending a situation. It could be healing some sort of family debt as well. 10 of Cups, or just sort of, thank you, Spirit. 10 of Cups here, I feel like you are taking a look at the goals that have to do with your family. And if there were any disputes or arguments or any back and forth mental energy that you've put into something, you're going to say yes because it's best for your family. And I feel like some of you, this could certainly be a father figure, a paternal figure as well. For others of you, this is a boss. This is someone of high authority who can call the shots. But this Emperor is someone who's a leader. He's very paternal. He's powerful, structured, and he's built stability from the ground up. And I feel in the past, you've had to learn to question what beliefs resonate with you. I'm also getting something specific here. Some of you may have been brought up in a very maybe a religious background or an upbringing that didn't allow you to necessarily venture off on your own. And I feel like you're taking this part of your life or this phase of your life and you're going off and exploring what is true for me. You may be studying spirituality or tarot, mysticism, things of that nature, and you're opening up to a whole plethora of new opportunities. You're learning to question. You're learning to see what else is out there, what else beyond the scope of the conditions that I've been learned upon. How can I challenge them? How can I go beyond? Now, this could also be your own belief system. I feel like you're building a strong, solid foundation for yourself, for your family. You may be the sole breadwinner. You may be the one that takes care of things. This could also, they're giving me governing agency. So some of you may be very important to the stability of your business, your family, or the world around you. The world around you is what I'm getting. People look up to you. There's a major change, a major shift that's happening within your world. You have the Death card, you have the Emperor, you have the Moon, you have 3 major arcanas in February, followed by some beautiful minor arcanas here. And this Death says that you've undergone this huge transformation. This death isn't something small. This is huge, especially when it's partnered with the Emperor and the Moon. You may be fearful about taking on a larger role. That's what I fear here, or feel. That's what I fear. That's what you may fear, is taking on a larger role that is going to actually be very beneficial towards your growth. But there could be some sudden change. This could be a move that you need to do. It could be reaching people on a global level, and with great power comes great responsibility, and that responsibility may freeze you up a little bit. You may be saying, oh goodness, do I want this responsibility? You have what it takes. Okay, don't let the fears, you'll be able to adjust and go with the flow. You'll be able to learn more as you navigate. Don't feel like you need to have all of those eggs in one basket or those ducks in a row, so to speak, before you take the next step. Okay, because you're already there. You already have this energy. That's why either they want you, or that's why you are in this leadership position or this role or just this energy, even if you're not physically there yet. The reason you're there is because you're able to do it. Okay, so don't let the fears hold you back and keep you hostage or cocooned into your comfort zone. Because like I always say, Leo, we rarely grow within our comfort zone. The Death card is eminent here. This is about not resisting change. Spiritual growth is happening here. There's a time of an ending. You're going through a transformation, so allow it. Don't resist it. And I know that's so much easier said than done sometimes, especially when fears come in and uncertainty come in. So if you need to, reach out to a professional, a specialist, a healer, a guide, a coach, a seer, to help you see through some things that you cannot see through at this time. The Moon card says, trust your intuition to guide you. The Moon is all about your subconscious. It is about your dreams as well. And sometimes things will be exposed as you go that you don't know necessarily the next step to make, but you'll know when you get there. And that's what I feel the message from the moon is saying here, Leo. There's that deep knowing, which you actually have as your final card. And I'll read the oracle message before we wind down your reading. But your final card is Five of Wands. I like the Five of Wands in this position here. The way it's showing up with the others. The Five of Wands is saying it may seem like there's a little bit of collaboration needed, right? You may feel like you're on your own little piece here, your own little chess piece, where you're not quite sure whether to make a move back or forward or to the side, or who's your checkmate, who's your ally, who's not. But this is okay, because yes, you're stepping into a new role, but before you know it, even sooner than you think, you'll be able to collaborate, and you won't feel like you're the only one that is making the solo decision on your own. Where if you look at this game here, they're all partners in a sense. They're all playing together. They're all playing the same game. We don't have to fear the others, which some of you may. Okay, we don't have to fear the competition. We don't have to fear the different opinions or the leadership here. There could be many people in a leadership role for you, but I feel like you may fear at times the criticism or someone being a little overly competitive, or you feel at times that someone won't be able to work together. Even if that is the case, you know deep down what you need to do to be a good leader. Stay in that energy of leadership and you will be just fine, okay? I feel like it's not about one-upping another person. It's not about creating challenge and creating ripples. It is you being able to stand in your power and you respecting yourself by setting healthy boundaries. And you may, yes, come up against resistance from others, but it's because you emanate this energy and this aura of power and leadership, and that may trigger other people, but don't let their projections get the best of you. So I actually like this card. I feel like you're in a wonderful spot with the Emperor here to embrace this Five of Wands, to collaborate and to build a team, because like they always say, there is no I in team. All right, let's take a look at your finances, your money, your abundance and wealth. You have here the pendulum, you have the cutlery, and you also have the butterfly. So right away here, the pendulum was showing up. There's a little bit of back and forth, a little bit of hesitancy I see, and I certainly see that within the strength. This is about new strategies. It is about indecision, but I feel like there's clarity coming, especially because you do have the moon card. So yes, it may feel a little bit uncertain, but there's a job change or there's a major choice coming in when it comes to matters of money, when it comes to finances here or security. So the pendulum kind of going back and forth. I feel like this is just the decision-making aspect of it, but you're going to be able to use the tools that you have available. When you think of cutlery, when you think of using a fork, using a spoon, using a knife, depending on what you're eating, you're going to use the tool necessary, right? So I feel like depending on what situation you are going through, you have the resources. That's what this is saying here. If you need a fork because there's a certain food that you have, and I'm talking symbolically here, you can reach for the fork and you can use that tool. Okay, if you're eating soup, you don't want to eat soup with a fork, right? You have the resources available. This is you having the business tools. This is about you choosing to live well. Yes, you may need more money and you may be making some decisions to do so for your family. So don't let fear stem in. You may be, again, that sole provider. You may be offered more work this month, or this even could be food related. But I feel overall, it's saying you have the resources to be flexible and adaptable as well. Adaptability. Thank you, Spirit. You can use the fork if that's what's being called. You could use the knife if you need to spread butter, right? You can use the spoon if you're eating something that requires a spoon. So you can be flexible and adaptable and grow and change with your environment. So don't think that you're not enough or you cannot do something, because you are more than what you think. All right. And lastly, regarding the abundance oracle here, we have butterfly. This is about some sudden changes. Pay attention to spending because there may be money coming in, or you may receive a generous offer, and then it may excite you and you may say, "Ooh, what do I do? Do I spend all this? Do I save it? Do I invest?" So there's some decisions made here. Don't spend everything all at once is what I'm getting here. For others of you, this is a short-term loan, or it could be a bonus, something of that nature, money coming in that helps you be able to bring more excitement into your work life. This may be a career in arts, movement. You may be making your side project, a hobby, your work more fun. Okay, there could even be a work surprise showing up here for you as well. Now, Leo, in matters of the heart, some of you may have had to heal through some difficult father energies, or even ex-husband or male. It doesn't have to be male. Emperor can be perceived as that masculine energy, but it doesn't have to be a man. But I do feel some of you may even be freeing yourself from that energy, or freeing yourself from some sort of situation that was very serious, because the Emperor, he can be quite serious. He can be quite controlling. And you're realizing that control never helps when it comes to love. Therefore, you're switching that mindset to more playfulness. Sometimes we go through experiences, challenges, setback, disappointment, and heartache. It's actually soul lessons to help us bring more play into our lives. Sometimes we're on that roller coaster ride that's saying life isn't meant to be taken so seriously. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Bring about more fun. You also have this butterfly, which talks about fun work. So some of you may be flirting, or you may have met someone at work. That may only pertain to a few of you. And if you're both available emotionally, physically, whatever, go for it. Playfulness here. So free yourself from any limitations, any control patterns, or any dynamics that you've had in the past, in order for you to take back control of your life. And that's what I feel that you're doing here as well. Now, messages from Work Your Light Oracle. It says, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Because you are supported. You have the Three of Pentacles here. Even though you may not feel like you've built a solid foundation for yourself, Leo, I feel like you have. This is about you heading towards a direction that brings more happiness, more lighthearted energy, and more fun to the mix. Okay, working with people who laugh and they create a harmony instead of distractions, or instead of disharmony, right? Or who can create dis-ease even in the body. It says here, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. And we talked about that here in the beginning. This is on a personal or spiritual or internal level, following that true north. You're already doing it. Some of you may not be realizing that you are doing it and that you have what it takes. Some of you are catching up with your energy self because you have evolved, you have shifted, you have ascended. So your physical self may still be down here, but your energetic self is up here. There's a deep knowing within you that there's change, and that maybe this ascension has happened, but there's still a little bit of that fear that's saying, wait a second, I need to catch up with that energy self. So I really like this for you. Now, from the soul truth, this is deep. Sometimes we need to get deep with ourselves. This is what you need to ask yourself. What excuses am I making right now? No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now, Leo. Today is soul action. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Today, make a decision and do it. Even if you don't feel ready, listen to your heart and you will be led. That's exactly what we were talking about here. Yes, even if you don't feel ready, you are a leader. That is the short version of being led, right? It's about you taking the lead instead of feeling like you're the follower that needs to catch up. Your energy is already caught up, Leo. This is huge. Remember, you're stronger than you think. You're showing up right here in a position of power, in a position of strength. Don't let the unknown, don't let the fears get in the way. You are way more powerful than you think. And then from Stag, animal guide, animal spirit coming in, it says take the lead, right? It is time for you to take the lead, especially with the Emperor showing up right in the middle here. You have all of the tools, available and necessary. Some of you are saying, Melissa, I don't have any tools. I don't have any resources. Then you're not staying in the level of awareness that your energetic soul is. You're still down here in the physical body, okay? We need to catch up. Sometimes we feel it, we know it, but we're still in that place of fear. We're still in that place of ego. We're still in that 3D energy, that 3D body figure, but your soul is up here in the 5D. Try to bring that together. Now, last but not least, Leo, deep knowing. Deep knowing is a powerful energy. Now, some of you may be 43 years old. You may have had a deep awareness. I'm getting some of you may have even been 43 in 2022. Or you may have had a significant life change. Your birthday may be on the 4th, the 3rd, or even the 7th. And this is all about intuition, listening to the oracle within. It is about empathy and hypersensitivity. It reminds me of that moon card as well, and trusting that you are heading towards your true north. And the message for you is this. Intuition is the faculty that allows you to enter into a dialogue with Source, the consciousness that you are a part of but cannot see with the naked eye. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys, to access their inner guidance. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. This deep knowing allows you to open the door to wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitations of human experience. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up. This is exactly what I was telling you. Spirit's always a few steps ahead. I love it. It says here, this deep knowing allows you to open the doors to wisdom far greater than it is available in the limitations of human experience. You are given information that may make no sense whatsoever to the logical mind or 5 senses, but which is 100% correct and true. The trick is to listen and then act accordingly. You are now invited into this sacred dialogue of deep knowing. So tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive answers from unusual sources. I really love this energy for you. So basically it brings about everything we're talking about. And this is the moon as well, which you have showing up here. There's the owl, which represents clarity. There's a deep inner knowing within you that's guiding you at this time. Try not to resist. Sometimes the physical self, like it says here, resists, and we're not able to perceive it on the 5 senses that we have. Now, when it comes to relationships, you may have met or you are in a relationship where you know that this person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. It could be someone that crosses your path, Leo, whether it's a reason, a season, or a lifetime. But I feel like you've connected at a level that it may be impossible to describe. That feeling marks a moment in time etched into your soul. Okay, 2 hearts are calling out to each other. This is a sign that your intuition about the person you care about is correct. Trust your heart to lead you, okay? And when it comes to prosperity, this is a time when your hunches will pay large dividends if you listen to them. Take the risk, which you have here, risk, okay? You have being able to go on this new adventure, trust. Some of you may fear the risk. You may be unsure and it's hard to step forward when that moon card is there at times. But it says within you, there is an oracular consciousness, a higher and deeper knowing that transcends into out of that smaller thinking mind. At the deep level of your intuitive senses, you have an access point to the genius of the collective, the energies of all thinkers and creators, all inventors and leaders, and all that you need in order to leap into success are available to tune into. This is an act of listening intently past the busy mind, and that, Leo, is where your genius awaits. I love this energy for you. Okay, you're catching up here, even though it may seem at times that you have a hard time tuning in or trusting in that. Leo, you have some big things happening here for you. You're being called to lead at this time, whatever that may mean for you, whether it's in your health or within your relationship, in your business, or it's something beyond. Okay, it certainly could be on a soul level, on a global level. You have what it takes to climb to the top. Don't let those fears or insecurities get the best of you, because you have everything you need within. I hope this resonates, beautiful souls. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell button if you haven't already. Thank you so much for being here, Leo. Lots of light.